Hi guys, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Alex, and we are FnA Vanlife.
And this is going to be a little bit different of a video, because we're going to kind of sit here and talk to you guys today. No editing, just raw us.
Uh-oh.
First off, we want to say Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys.
Yes, Happy Thanksgiving to all of our American followers. Yes. We are so grateful for each and every one of you, and for everybody all over the world who watches, because we have people from India and Brazil and Canada and so many different countries.
You name it, and there's somebody watching.
Oh my gosh,
from that country.
It's so cool when the live chats happen and people are like, "Hello from," and then they tell us where they're from, and we're like, "What?"
They're like, it's 1:18 a.m. right now. We're like, whoa.
It's really cool, and we are so grateful for each and every one of you, and we just wanted to sit down and say thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and what we want to do with more followers and more subscribers, that means we need a new introduction. We need to tell you guys who we are, because I feel like a lot of you probably haven't seen some of the earlier videos.
So we met in New York City about 2 years ago.
2.5 years ago, yeah.
And both of us were working corporate jobs. We had, 40-hour-a-week work weeks. Neither of us really loved them, but we were making good money, and we were living in an amazing city in Brooklyn, New York. And it was just like, life was going along smoothly. And then we met, and then sparks flew everywhere.
Yeah, and I told Alex that, not to get too attached, because I think I'm going to be traveling. But I also invited her along with me on the same day.
Yeah, so on our first date, he said, well, you could come with me if you want. And then my wheels started turning, even though I didn't really want to date him. And I was kind of like, I wasn't looking for a relationship.
Neither of us.
But the idea of travel was very enticing.
And I think it was more of like a joke than a realistic question. And then later on down the road, it turned into a very realistic question.
Yeah. So maybe about 6 months in, we started talking about van life and what that would look like, and could we do it. And I made a whole spreadsheet of budget and how much we needed to save and where we would travel to and how much we would need to do all of this stuff. And the idea was that we would travel for 1 year, figure out where we wanted to live, and then buy a house there. The
one thing that Alex isn't saying, though, is that by her creating the spreadsheet and everything, she made my dream come true. And I know that it might have been a dream of hers as well, but at that moment, from my perspective, this wonderful woman was trying to help me create my dream, which was insane to think, I'm very thankful for you to start off with. You are the best thing that's ever came into my life. And I want to keep you here forever. That is for sure. I love you too.
You're gonna make me cry.
Don't cry, don't cry. She's crying a little bit. I love you, for real. But at the same time, I was also allowing Alex to live her dream of wanting to travel and do these things. So we were completely complimenting each other immediately, which is super rare, I feel like. And we both kind of noticed that. So when I noticed it, I postponed the opportunity to travel earlier due to wanting to spend more time with her and get to know her more, as well as I wanted to save up more money to be able to do this type of lifestyle.
And so by Frankie delaying the trip for a year, it gave us time to find Lolo, our first van, to completely renovate and build her out, to save enough money so that we could hit the road and travel without worry, and really to kind of solidify our relationship even more. We moved in together. We took on this huge project together. We realized that we work really well together.
We also realized that if we put something together and we put our mind to it, there's nothing that we can't do alone and together. You know what I mean? So that we realized that alone we could do it, but we're definitely better together, I feel like.
So we hit the road in December of 2019, our very first day. Our water tanks didn't work. Our plumbing was a disaster. We didn't have water for the first 2 weeks we were on the road in the middle of the winter. But we were on the road. We'd quit our jobs, which was a huge scary thing.
Oh yeah, Alex and I were both in tears. Meanwhile, we were both at jobs that we liked, respectively, but we were ready to move on from. But we were still both in tears.
It was hard
in that time.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing how far along we've came from that moment, you know. But yeah, quitting a job like that is super difficult, and it's scarier than you would think, because you're going from making this like good income that is
consistent,
guaranteed,
you know,
and then all of a sudden that just disappears.
Yeah. So we took a leap of faith and we hit the road. Our first goal was to snowboard every single mountain on the Epic and Icon Pass. So that was going to be 83 mountains between Canada and the United States. We hit 73 of them.
We hit 70 of them.
We hit 70 before the pandemic happened, and then Frankie climbed a couple more.
I'll just say yes. It's a little off, but I'll say yes.
How much off?
So we did 70 total.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we didn't do 71?
No, we stopped at 68 is when we stopped. And then I hiked 3 more at that point, or 2 more at that point, sorry. Yeah, I was going to hike another one, but I was dealing with injury at the time.
Okay, well, anyway.
My back, my leg, there was a bunch going on.
Yeah, well, because we'd been going so hard so fast, like those first few months of travel were insane. We were driving a ridiculous number of miles. We would literally snowboard all day and then drive all night, and it was just exhausting.
And I had several injuries along the way. I ran into a tree snowboarding one time, I had a nice hip bruise, and you know, I just had to keep going because we had this goal in mind.
Your back was hurting, your feet were weird.
My feet were weird. I had so many different things going on, but there was nothing that was stopping us until, unfortunately, the pandemic did so.
Right.
And
honestly, it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because it forced us to slow down, evaluate what we really wanted, what did we love about van life, and what did we hate. And what we hated was moving so fast,
traveling too hard,
that we couldn't enjoy anything. Like, we would find this beautiful place that we loved, and we were like, oh, this is so nice, but we gotta go. We can't stay because we got a deadline and we gotta hit the road. So after the pandemic, after, you know, quarantining for a time, we started traveling again. Well, first we stayed at a farm for a month and helped out there. And then we started traveling again and taking our time, moving slowly. And I feel like then the whole world of the van life community opened up to us.
Yeah, we were finding this natural flow to life. We like to call the flow, and we started to find this, and we felt it, and we could like literally see these things happening and these opportunities arriving, and what the opportunities were that we were supposed to take to allow this flow to be a good, positive experience. And we started taking these you know, opportunities, these cues and the signs, and
invitations.
And we started living them. We started going to the people's houses, or caravanning with people, or whatever it was. If somebody invited us to stay on their land, we stayed on their land. Like, you know, obviously there's a vibe and a feeling to everything. Make sure you pick up on your own intuition, but also step a little bit outside your comfort zone and allow people to be nice to you, because if you're putting that out there, you're going to get it back. So I think what we've learned is that there are so many wonderful, great people out there, and that we are so thankful for them. I just think that you have to find that flow that is for you, and have that intuition to see it. You know?
I feel so blessed for all of the people that we've met on the road, and most of it's so random, like a grocery store parking lot, or on the dock of a river, or you know, at a campground somewhere, and
walking through the forest.
And all of these people have brought so much joy and love into our lives, and really become forever friends. There's something so different about connecting with people on the road, that you get to spend this really intense time with each other, because it's not just like we met for 5 minutes, and then a couple weeks later maybe we go for a coffee, and then a couple weeks later it's like you meet and you spend this amazing time together in that time, in that space, in that moment, and everything just feels so good and so right. And then when you say goodbye, it's hard.
It's like you're losing a family member.
And then so you want to keep in touch, and you want to stay in contact, and you want to know what they're up to, and you want to meet up again.
even the people that are in the process of like building their rigs and stuff that we've met are on that same like frequency, on that same wavelength, on that same thought process.
Everyone's got the same end goal.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like get out of the rat race, say goodbye to like the bills and the overhead and the having to work to live, and now instead it's like I want to live and find my purpose, find my passion, do what makes me happy, do what I'm excited about. And van life lets you do that.
Yeah, live your dream. I think that's the thing. Like, we could create these dreams and we can make them realities. If we set goals and put our mind to it, they're all possible.
Totally.
And if you open up to allowing the world to invite things into your life that are going to help you, it's only going to get better. Like, I don't think we even fathom the thought and idea that we would have this following and this community that, you know, we've all created together. I don't think we fathom that at all.
No,
you
and
know?
it's so incredibly
It's crazy.
beautiful,
It's
and
beautiful.
all the messages and the, you know, DMs and the emails and just communicating and interacting. It brings us so much joy to know that, you know, we're helping people and helping people step out of their comfort zone and inspiring them to like do something different.
And you guys are helping us when we have
my God.
downtimes and when we have these like poor feelings or whatever they are, or things that are happening to us in our life. We have you guys that pick us back up as well, other than just us.
Yeah.
You know, the comments that you guys leave, the things that you guys see that you're able to tell us about, just all these things help us out as well, very deeply, and we're just very, very thankful for that.
So is Paco while he cleans his butt.
Butthole. Leave your butthole on camera, buddy.
We'll do that later, okay, honey? All right, but so basically, we did our whole trip. We enjoyed post-pandemic travel, and then we were out in the Reno desert with Uncle Kevin, and we were talking about our goals and our travel plans and everything that we wanted to do in the coming months. And it really just came down to the fact that Lolo, our beautiful tiny home on wheels that we had built, wasn't going to be our forever rig.
Yes.
She wasn't going to be able to do this crazy big adventure that we have planned that we're so excited about.
And on top of that, there was some things in the van, the way it was set up, that we wanted to set up differently.
Right.
So at that point, we're like, we could buy a brand new vehicle and build out a brand new vehicle, and this could be our forever rig.
Yeah, and then also we're saving the value of Lolo, so before we put another 20,000 miles on her, you know, let's give her to somebody now that can enjoy her and experience those 20,000 miles themselves, rather than us doing it and then, you know, decreasing the value of the vehicle and maybe, you know, other things happen and whatever the case. So we sold Lolo. We bought our new van, which we're still thinking about a name. So we've been asking you guys, you've been giving us some really good suggestions, but we haven't nailed one down yet. I think maybe once the decor is kind of moving and we can like feel the vibe of it a little bit more.
I don't think we had the name for Lolo until we were kind of done building.
Like near kind of
like
the end.
we started seeing it come together and we were like, ooh.
Yeah.
We know what it is.
It's like you gotta see its face before the battery died, but we are back.
Sorry about that. Right now, we are actually in the process of building out the new van. So our next couple videos coming up are going to just be about building out the van.
Yeah, and teaching you guys how to do it, the struggles that we're facing in our relationship about it, the struggles that we're facing about the actual logistics of building. You know, the first time we did it, it was all brand new and we were both working 40 hours a week, and it was stressful, but, you know, we had this big dream in mind, and so that's the only thing that we were focusing on. And now, we still have a big dream in mind, but we also have the knowledge from the first time around.
Yes.
So I think we're in a lot better of a position than we were before.
It's already been extremely helpful, let's put it that way.
Yes.
Just being able to order all the products, knowing what we need, how we're going to lay it out, how things are running, and like how to run things, where to start. You know, we've learned all those things. So it's been super helpful for us, and we hope that it helps you as well.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we want to say once again that we are super thankful for all you guys who have been here from the beginning. For all the people that are here new now, we hope that we could give you the best type of content that's out there.
And we're always open to suggestions, so if there's things that you guys want to know or learn about, or you have burning questions that you want to ask them.
Feel free.
And we'll be happy to answer them, whether it's in a personal email to you or whether it's in a video. We answer every single comment, every single question, everything that you guys want to know, we want to help you with, because you guys are you're our friends.
You're our friends, our family.
And we are so grateful for you, and we just want to make sure that you guys can live the van life experience that you're dreaming of, or even just living vicariously through us and our van life experience, because you don't have to want to live in a van to enjoy hanging out with us while we live in a van.
Or even just living with an open heart and an open mind. Like, I think that's the most important thing about this, is that most of us van lifers, we live with an open heart and an open mind, and we try to allow that back into our lives. So if you guys could do that in any aspect of your life, whether you're living this lifestyle or not, I think that's the key message here, is just making sure that you are open to even bikes going through that are very loud.
We met some awesome bikers along our travels.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have.
But yeah, so we are so grateful for all of you, and thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for watching all of the videos, and we wish you guys a really happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we love you all, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Spread joy, spread love. Reach out to somebody today who you haven't talked to in a while, and just let them know you're thinking about.
Yeah, actually, I think that's one thing that I'm gonna spend time doing, is reaching out to all the people in my past that have helped me grow in some type of way.
Yeah.
I've already reached out to about 4 people that I used to work with.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good day to be thankful for the people who you maybe don't see all the time. But we love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of the community. We love that y'all are making friends with each other too. It's so
amazing.
awesome. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye.